Aloha, brother. You and your brother are doing the same song, so maybe you guys can work on it together just to get a little bit of that rhythm. He is keen on the idea that when we have a quarter note, it's just a downstroke, and then when we have an eighth note, it's an upstroke. But the one thing he's not doing is counting, so maybe you guys could count together. 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and... The idea is we don't let our hands stop a rocking. So, when we're going through the process of seeing this, with the top A note, we would have A, and then a D, D, F, A. Well, that's the melody. I know that he can play the melody, but I really want him to play the rhythm. So maybe you could play the melody and he could play the rhythm. And then next week, all three of us could get together and play it. I think you did a great job with this song. Go through the whole song and count out quarter, eighth note, quarter, eighth note, quarter, 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 quarter. You're going to run into a couple dotted quarters, which will be followed by eighth notes. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In measure 9, here's measure 8 pickups. Half note, half note, half note, dotted quarter, eighth, quarter, 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 half, dotted quarter, eighth, quarter. So what it does, you can either say dotted quarter or you could say 1 and. Either phonetically do a ba, which incorporates the two types of beats. I really enjoyed seeing both of you this week, especially you. I think you're doing an amazing job, and the one thing that I wanted to pinpoint here on the lesson board before we get out of here, and I hope you can see the purple here. Or here, I'll just use this. The reason why I want you to start seeing the treble clef here like this is because we were going to have notes like this, that what we're going to want to do is to see what this chord is. And if we've got a chord like that, to work on seventh notes, because this would be a G note, a B note, and a D note, which is a G major, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And then we would add this note. That's the F line, that's right there. This chord would equal a G7, because we would know how to spell it. The idea is when we all shift this down, we would see this chord as being something that's right below it. Well, what note does that start with? Why, that's an F sharp, or an F. But there's no marking in the key signature, so the notes we have would be an F, A, C, and then the top note here is an E. Face! That gives us an F major with an E. Well, E is the major seventh in the key of F. So, this gives us an F major 7. That's how we tell what chords are. That's what I want to get into with you next week. Aloha.